Let's see how this goes. Rocket League? Hello? Oh no. Oh, okay, it's on the wrong screen. I should have remembered that was gonna happen. Alright. Let me see if I can get this full screen again. These work? Sweet. I'm just going to turn things down a little bit for streaming. Sorry if there's going to be a lot of screen tearing. I can't play with VSync on. So this is Rocket League. If you're not familiar with it, this is like a physics-based sports game, basically. You drive cars with rockets, with rocket boosts, and for the most part, you play a version of soccer. There are various different modes. Cosmetics are a thing in this game. There's no more loot crates anymore. They added those in at some point and then took them right back out again. I have a lot of the cars. I don't have all of the cars. I've been playing Rocket League for like 4 years. It's a great game. Oh, I meant to update my stream information. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Just wanted to update the Twitch info. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing for at all. So the cars handle differently, but they all have the same acceleration and top speed and all that. So they do feel different between them, but none are better or worse than others, theoretically. In practice, the model that you see here right now is the Octane, and it is the most popular. It's the most popular one that anybody plays, basically. For reasons. It feels good. So you can customize all of this stuff about your car. I'm not going to get too in-depth here, but you can actually spend significant amounts of time playing dress-up with your cars. I'm just going to pick a few things here, since a lot of these were on default before. Generally, on the upper levels of this game, you do see fewer toppers and fewer antenna in use. Sometimes I try to put cars together around like pretty specific themes. But not always. And even the goal explosions are customizable. Those weren't at first, that took a while. It's a slime one look. That's pretty neat. Might go back to ballistic though, this is a classic one. Yeah, your light speed trails, these activate when you reach your top speed. And it's one way to sort of indicate that. Yeah, I haven't used these in a while, I think. I have been playing this game for about 4 years, I think. So if it looks like I have a lot of stuff, that's one big reason. I have spent money on this, you know, mostly playing DLC. I did used to buy keys kind of regularly. I still don't think I've spent as much on this game as Fortnite, though. Oops, sorry. No. I'm using the same controller here, but like A and B are basically backwards because it becomes Xbox controls on PC. So I'm just gonna do some casual matches. I don't know if I'm gonna do any competitive, probably not. Music in this looks like it might actually be too low. I'll probably change that after this game. Hey, small dog. So I'm on the blue team. I am trying to get the ball over into the orange goal. I'm not, like, amazing at this game, but I have played for pretty close to 1,000 hours. It's unfortunate that that AI teammate was not able to block that shot. I was not close enough for it. I should turn that network information stuff off, too. I don't even really pay attention to that. That was a bad hit. Oh, boy. Am I just gonna be getting dunked on? See, that's the danger of streaming it. Rocket League, though. Oh, I forgot to start a new recording, too. Whoops. Oh, that was complete open net. I'm really bad at coming off the wall for those air hits, unfortunately. Something I really need to work on. Yeah, I used to take this really kind of seriously. Used to play a lot more competitive. Used to spend more time in the training modes. Also, the only video game I've ever had, like, sort of tutoring or coaching in from, like, a semi-professional. Just once or twice because, it was like a Patreon benefit for a podcast, a Rocket League podcast I used to listen to. And so one night, it was like listener games, and also you could queue up and like play a game with one of these like semi-pros, champions, grand champ level players looking over your shoulder, spectating and giving you some advice. And that was a good experience. I'm glad that I did it. I didn't get like concrete stuff to work on out of it. Just pretty much like you know, trust your instincts, try not to hesitate. Continue making good decisions. But I do know, like, concrete areas for me to work on in terms of mechanical specifics. Oh, that was a pretty nice shot. I have no boost. It's bad. Oh, good save. So boost starved. Love it if we could clear this out of our half. There we go. Kind of surprised that one didn't count as a save. That was a save, though. Oh, gee whiz. That's gonna be most of this stream, is me saying gee whiz, though. Okay, not my best match. Let me change a couple of things here, though. That, and then here I need to change some settings. Oh, please, Rocket League, come on. Thank you. Interface. Yes. This. Let's just turn that off. For now. Oh yeah, this is a little bit of a free training in between matches. My Concho. Classic. Oh, that was a big whip. Unfortunate. That was a pretty solid save. That worked out, though. That worked out perfectly. So the quick chats are the main means of communication. Rocket League does have voice chat built in, but it doesn't work cross-platform. Although Rocket League has pretty full-featured cross-platform play, cross-party play. The only communication that works cross-platform are the quick chats, which is one reason to get like really familiar with using them. It actually really does help to be in communication with your teammates. I never use the voice chat really myself, prefer not to. Probably would be useful to necessary at a higher level of play. That was almost a pretty good shot. Oops. Oh, that wasn't, though. Oh, no. Yeah, if you're in reverse that much, it's probably a bad sign. Oh, missed it. Ooh. That was a big opening for a second there. Oh, wow. That was close. They don't need to be jerks about that. Yeah, there was no time for me to react to that or block it. Just on the topic of quick play though, also worth noting there's no cross-account, unfortunately. So you really, for the most part, you want to pick your primary platform and stick to playing on there. Because all of the cosmetics, seasonal rewards, titles, all that stuff's going to be locked to that account. Per platform, there's trading and stuff. But yeah, not cross-platform. No shared progression. You know, that's something, unfortunately, that probably we'll have to wait for Rocket League 2 for, just because of the pre-existing deals they've signed and things. It would be nice if it was like Fortnite and you could log in and have the same inventory everywhere. That's a really great thing about that game. I mean, people like will definitely criticize Fortnite, and I think it deserves it, but you know, at least they don't ask you to buy stuff more than once. There was, I guess, an issue with like PlayStation account import or something. I forget the details on that. Well, that was a pretty nice shot. Yeah, in another world, I'm like a Rocket League announcer or something. That would be cool. Okay, that's alright. Oh. I've been real bad with these own goals recently. That's just disappointing, honestly. Well, I did lose this game for us. Fortunately. Oh no. Hey, Bonsai. How you doing, baby girl? So you see I'm getting these birthday balloons. And so what those do, should find a game while I'm... No, okay. Do a quick play. So this is event currency for the next day. These are redeemable for prizes. I'll probably go for this sunrise item next. I'd like to cross everything off the list, but it requires just a little bit too much grinding. As for the Rocket Pass, I have cleared that out. The way this works is there's 75 tiers. And you're saying, wait, but you're at like tier 130 almost. The way that the Rocket Pass works is pretty nice. The, like, planned items sort of stop at level 75 or tier 75, but you can keep leveling up after that, and you start getting painted or rare variants of the cosmetics in the I almost said Battle Pass, but in the Rocket Pass. So it's actually incredibly worthwhile to continue grinding your Rocket Pass up. And it only sort of stops at 75, because you actually keep earning the in-game currency, the premium currency, up to level 110. And I think if you do unlock the Rocket Pass up to 110, I think you get enough credits to buy the next seasons. Same way that Fortnite does that, I believe. But I think it's really a pretty fair deal. You know, only if you like the looks of the stuff in it. But, I like the challenges. You know, I did used to do a Fortnite Battle Pass. Did a lot of Fortnite Battle Passes, 100%. The Rocket League ones are easier, generally speaking, which I don't mind. GeForce Now, huh? GeForce Now is the cloud streaming service that Nvidia has going. I use that a bit. And yeah, I wouldn't play Rocket League through it. Here's the thing, I am actually a believer in cloud services for some things. Unfortunately, I just don't think that in the United States our network infrastructure is on a broad level. I really don't think it can handle, like, it can't handle all types of games on this type of service yet. Which isn't to say that some people wouldn't be able to. Some people would and will have a good enough network connection to play Rocket League over GeForce Now or whatever. But pretty few, I think, fortunately. I think that was actually a rival. The thing is, I do a lot of game streaming in-house, as in I'll be downstairs or in another room, and I'll be on my laptop or on the TV, and I'll use Parsec or Steam Link in order to stream gameplay into the room that I'm in and play there. And that's so that I don't spend like 24 hours of every day in my room. And that's a situation where there really should be no problem, basically, because it's, you know, not requiring the internet. It's just going PC to decoder box, basically. But I was trying to play a little Rocket League on my Steam Link yesterday, and had a lag burst just in time to completely lose a game for me. And it was so frustrating. Especially, like, I think Rocket League is supposed to be one of their games that's, like, specifically and specially optimized for Steam Link. And everything's wired up on Ethernet. No wireless, so I don't know. But Rocket League is one of those edge case sports games where if you want to be competitive, you really need like millisecond response times and best ping. And you can do good work with less. But I do think, you know, the more serious about it, you just can't have those kinds of quality dropout issues. Wow, this has been a clean match. They're just looking for demos now to feel better, which I understand. That's a pretty sweet dunk. I'm getting carried this match though, look at this. I mean, I'm doing okay on points, but not great. I mean, here's the thing though, even if you're not like scoring points, you can be doing a great job in Rocket League if you're just like rotating mindfully, you know, getting those saves in, getting those assists in. Don't need to be a rock star. So yeah, you win matches, get XP, level up, and you get drops. The drops are random, and it's fine. I have no problem with the random drops. I really did like pick this game back up when, and like really partly because of them removing the loot crates from it. You know, I don't think that that was a decision they made out of the goodness of their hearts. I really think that, like, you know, there were countries, governments looking at coming down pretty hard on regulating this stuff, and I guess did in certain instances. And the you know, the smarter devs, you know, rather than like trying to tweak it or fight it too much, I think saw the writing on the wall and just I mean, it's really been a problem, the proliferation of microtransactions. It's like one of those things that's like, it's an okay idea, and it actually can be really good and even helpful for certain developers and games. But then it just gets exploited to an incredible degree. I didn't think that one was going to go in. Is that my first goal on stream? Probably. Oh man, I thought I'd have that rebound blocked. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I have to think so. I have to think it can be. I mean, is a chef not an artist? Whoa. Oh. Man, the salt in casual, though. It's unfortunate. I mean, like, I play in the casual playlist most times now, so that people don't get real aggro over a missed shot or missed save. And, it doesn't help nearly as much as you would hope. I would say in competitive, people are generally more ready to like just forfeit and move on. Whereas in casual, they gotta say some crash on you first before they quit out. Whatever, the score's 1-2, like 4 minutes left in a casual match. I don't know what's going on with people ever. So you don't get any points for demolitions, but they can be a real helpful tool for opening up the goal. Somebody's been sitting in there. That's going in. I do think I'm going to call it after this match, though. Just going to call it a day. I know I only played like 3-4 matches. I will probably play more Rocket League on my own time. I will probably stream it again sometime. Because it's fun, and I like to play it. And if I'm gonna spend time playing it, there is something to, like, might as well stream it at the... Oh, jeez. I thought that a teammate might have it. They didn't. But it is my fault, of course. Now I'm getting salty. Can't do that. That's what does like make me hesitate to put this as a stream game. Because I have to be like kind of in a good mood to play it. I really do feel like I need to be feeling it. You know, I don't need to be in like the best shape, making every shot in the zone. You know, Joe Montana or whatever, but On the other hand, like, this is something where if I end up getting into a bit of a bad mood, I'll try to pull myself out of it. I'll try to keep going for a while. And sometimes I hit a point where I'm just not having fun. And that, the thing is, that's just not... The nice thing about Animal Crossing is I just don't get that kind of exhaustion. But of course, Animal Crossing is not a competitive game where sometimes you can lose by inches just over and over and over again. Very different situations between them. That's why I try, sort of like psychologically to be low-key, low-pressure about it while I'm playing Rocket League, but that gets increasingly hard to do when you're playing competitive and actually care about matches and results and stuff. That was a pretty nice shot, thank you. Almost tying it. Not quite. No, not tying it up at the end here. But I feel better because I made a goal. And that's important. I feel like people have gotten a lot better about doing these really... Oh, bad bounce. These tricky late hit shots make it really hard to guard against them. Well, I'd like to go out on a win. The stream's pretty much died down. It's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna move on to other things, move on with my day. And I'm gonna play more Rocket League later. So thank you for joining me today. Whoever might still be here. Thanks to everybody earlier. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. with more Animal Crossing. Until then, take care everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I'm just gonna let the auto host go here.